Good morning everyone, welcome back. So it is Saturday the 16th of August today. Now we got a bit of a surprise rain forecast. It's not a big one, they're talking sort of 5 to 15 millimeters tonight through tomorrow. So we got some hungry crops out there. We as you guys know, if you've been following along, we didn't put a lot down the tubes at seeding time, so we've been waiting for the tap to turn back on so we can get out and give them a bit of food. And so this one just snuck up on us. A couple of days ago they were only giving us 0 to 4, and last night they ticked it right up, so it's a feeding frenzy now. But we did also get a surprise 2 millimeters last night. She came down real hard, so it is not very nice out in the paddock at the moment. It is extremely wet and sticky. It's not that the ground's that sticky, the ground's been quite dry on top, so the 2 mils not going to be that sticky. Like even the back road's not sticky at all. Normally when you get any rain that'll get sticky, but it's just the crop's saturated, like all over the plants is wet, and then you're driving over it and the tyres are collecting all that moisture, and it's all just the mud's all just sticking to the tyres. So anyway, Dad might actually go out to Belaley now and do some spreading out there, but I just got to watch the girls for an hour or so here. So we are working away at this big pile of urea in the shed here. There probably was close to 30 tonne in here, I suppose, initially. So we are starting to get through it, which is good. I want to get this out of here, because if the hay cutting works well, I'll probably want to use this to store a little bit of hay in. But anyway, look, hopefully I should be able to load the truck pretty easily. Once we start getting down real low on the pile, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the neck. We're probably going to have to get on the shovels. And yeah, the kids are all sorted out and looked after, and they've headed off with Mum now, so they've gone out for the morning. Freaks me out. Even though I know the loader just fits underneath that roof, you still come past it. It still makes me look every time. Duck. So this shed is not really a fertilizer shed. This is actually double walled for storing grain in, but we needed to do something with all this urea from last year because we didn't use any of it. It was so bloody dry. Storing it in a bin would have been a nightmare, so truck's full, bucket's full for when I come back. Unfortunately, we're going to be busy with the shovel in here because we can't keep scooping this with the bucket and pushing it back, because that double wall section there is just corrugated iron, so we can't really push against that. Otherwise we're just going to damage it. So not ideal, but this was just the best option we had last year with all the urea we had left. We had to put it somewhere, so yeah, we'll be doing a bit of manual labour. Right, let's go and deliver some urea. that is a load of urea. So the wind has actually held off a lot better than what they were saying today. It sort of said it was going to pick up and be over 20 k's an hour, but it's still not too bad. You can see, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is raining up there by the old house. So yeah, we're going to be driving into a bit of misty drizzle. That must be frustrating living out here. You can see the rain falling over the hills, and that's just the cutoff for it. So if it's 400 mil average rainfall there at the old house, so 16 inches, something like that, there's probably it could be an inch or two less just down here on the flat. So it just drops away significantly. And this here gets really hit by frost real bad down on the flat here too. So it's just cold and frosty country and a little bit dry. Anyway, let's get out of here. Time for a refill. So I did go and have some lunch. I was hungry and feeling a little tuckered out, so I had a quick break. Something to eat. We will top this truck off again. Jeez, there's not a lot here, is there? Oh, this is going to be painful. Anyway, we'll get into it. So this is one of those jobs that just feels like total gambling. I mean, farming is in general anyway, but going and putting urea out when you got 4 or 5 mil to 15 mil on the forecast, you think 4 or 5 mil, yeah, cool, that'd at least wash the urea get it into the ground. It won't just sit on the top and pick up moisture and just wither away to nothing. So that's good. It would at least get it in the dirt, and then hopefully we'll get a bigger rain here in a week or two, and it'll actually, you know, wash it down in and put it right to work. Obviously, if we got 10 mil, that'd be fantastic, but there's always the risk on a small forecast that you don't even get the lower end. So, yeah, we're covering a few hectares, so I really hope that it rains tomorrow, and I've done this before on the channel. We'll either look like heroes tomorrow or we'll look like tools, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted, but anyway, we'll get this truck topped back up again. I was going to leave this old truck out when I took it off out to Belaley to top that off, but I looked in the back and there's a little bit of seed wheat in there, so I thought, oh, I better chuck it back in the shed with those misty sort of showers coming through. The good news is the wind has never got bad enough. It's still not bad enough to not be spreading out there, so take the opportunity while you got it. I guess if we get all this urea out of here today, I'll have to go down to Adelaide and pick up my urea that's sitting down there. Because we've still got a few crops to feed. Not many, but yeah, they're a fair way behind as well. And it's going to keep raining, obviously, so you know, we're going to need to feed these crops more. I have completely put off going down to get that urea just because we had that big pile there, and yeah, August has been a little disappointing so far. Oh, that was not good. Missed a bit then, didn't I? Yes, August rainfall has been quite disappointing so far, but anyway, hopefully tonight and tomorrow will change that. Dad got back just in time for the last bucket full. Or half or quarter bucket full. That was hard work. 10 out of 10 wouldn't recommend it, but the urea was in great condition, so that's the main aim of the game. Would have been a pain in the neck if it was in a bin and all crusted up and all lumped up. Would have been no good then, so very happy. Well, we are filled. I just went and grabbed a quick drink of water. Got one paddock of wheat and quite a small paddock of barley to do tonight, and then we've done everything that we need to do for now, and that's fine because we'll be out of urea. And I'm sure they'll pull the rainfall forecast tonight. All in all, the crop's looking pretty decent here. It's just struggling a little bit, I reckon. That's why we're out feeding it. I think it needs a bit of food, so yeah, hopefully this plan all comes together. Well, that is done. We'll go back and top off with the last of the urea and finish off for the night. Today really has panned out pretty well, and the rainfall forecast is hanging in there, still 5 to 15, so bloody beautiful. And back at it. Nice colours coming off that sunset. Camera's probably not going to do it justice. Anyway, here's a bit of an anemic looking crop that needs a feed, so we're doing it. If I had my time again, what have we put? Probably put closer to about 60 kilos down at seeding time. We had a few ton, we should have had a few ton spare and we ran out, so we definitely went at a good 55 to 60 kilos, which is literally about half what we normally would. Would I do it again? No. Yeah, crops are falling behind as a result, I believe, and it makes hard work of it. So there you go. Kind of depends whereabouts in the paddock you are here. Like this side of the paddock looks absolutely unreal. It's just that hard red ground over the other side. It's probably a bit hungrier, but yeah, this barley will go absolutely crazy with the rain on it and this urea. It's already, can't believe how far along it actually is already. It's incredible. And we are done. Lovely. I am ready to go home. It has been a massive day. Shoveling all that urea around as well was no easy task, but it is done and I'm grateful for that. We've got urea out and a reasonable forecast for tomorrow, so let's keep our fingers crossed. You guys will see what happens. Here I was thinking today was going to be a fairly cruisy day, just doing a bit of spreading. Boy, was I wrong. It was a big one. We'll see you guys later. $11.5 millimeters, you beauty. First half decent rain of August, so very excited. And yeah, that perfectly validates all the urea spreading we went and did, if I can spit it out. Alright, so the sprayer is going for some new shoes this morning, a whole new set of rubber. So what I got to do, I just want to give the wheels and that a bit of a clean up so that when the tyre shop's dealing with them, they're not too bad. Because I wouldn't want to be dealing with them either after this thing had been out spraying. So I did leave it out in the rain, just let the rain do a little bit of the work for me. But anyway, we'll get on the pressure cleaner this morning, get this thing tidied up quickly and run in, and time for some new rubber. Hopefully you guys can see that, but yeah, the days are limited on these tyres. They're all starting to crack out the sidewall. Don't know if the camera really does that justice, but that is a nice gash. Getting multiple gashes in it. So yeah, I don't really fancy getting a flat tyre when I've got a tank full of chemicals somewhere. This morning, guys, it was supposed to be 1 degree, so it is not warm out here at all. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is a smart idea or not, but when we took the front wheel off to do the wheel motor there the other year, we ended up having to use a porta power to get that off. It was so corroded on there. just being a front mount boom and whatnot. So the other wheels are going to be the same story. So I'm thinking I might just go along, crack the wheel nuts, and just see whether I can get those rims to break off the wheel motors. We'll see, otherwise it's going to be a pain in the neck when it goes in there. I've loosened those, we'll do a bit of a turn here. They're just off their seat by like a millimetre. We'll see whether that'll get the job done. Maybe a couple of millimetres. So my first little drive didn't do anything. I had to be much more aggressive. This one came loose, I heard that. Just did a little dook, you could just hear it. I heard another one then. So which one was that? I don't know. Well, I got them. It took me about 5 trips around the yard, but they're all loose. And that saves me getting a phone call with the tyre mob saying, we can't get the wheels off, Henry. We need a porta power. So anyway, not ideal, but yeah. I just want it all to go smoothly when it goes in there. So I think we've achieved that now. Alrighty guys, it was very cold and sloppy outside this morning. So after I got that sprayer sorted out, went home, sat in the office, did some invoicing for the contract spraying and that I've been doing. Sorted out my urea collection, that contract. I've got all that organised to pick up later in the week. So just a few office jobs, had some lunch. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, I'm in this shed. This is where we just took the urea out of. I think I might try and give this a bit of a clean up. Yeah, get the urea away from this corrugated iron down in the gaps here. Got the blower here, get this old plastic out. Just tidy it up a bit, you know, and you know, at least then I'll feel good about it. And that's the main thing. She doesn't like the cold, this old girl. Let's do this. That is awesome. She's emptied out. I blew it out, then we brought all the plastic in because it's a bit breezy outside, folded all that up, and then I gave it another blowout and she's looking schmick. It is absolutely freezing out there today. That air is very cold. So that was all a little bit of a surprise. I just thought I'd come over here and clean the shed out, and Dad must have saw me over here and he thought, well, I'll come and give Henry a hand, we'll fold up all that plastic and that there. So that was fantastic. And then Stacey and the girls just came roaring over, the girls on their bikes. I was just grinning from ear to ear watching those little girls tearing around in and out on their bikes up and down that little ramp there. So it's one of those things. It's a great life living out on the farm, but there's plenty of days that go by that I wish that I could give those guys more, give them, you know, more of my time, more resources. But one thing I'll never be sorry about is giving those little girls the opportunity to grow up on a farm and out in the country. It is a great life. It's tough, it's hard work, but it's a great life. Sounds like that sprayer is ready to go, so I might muster up a lift and go in and grab that. New rubber is on the sprayer. Dries better, feels smoother, steers better, so that's good. So I have a couple of piddly little jobs here to do on the sprayer, so I'm going to do those to finish out my day. I'll sign out of this episode. Thank you very much to everyone for watching, and a big shout out to Market Check as always, our video sponsor here. If you're a farmer and you do need any help with your grain marketing, be sure to go and check them out. I will link all their information below as always. And with all that being said, that's all I've got for you. You guys have yourselves a good one. Until next time, see ya.